hell, Valine? Knots Land is just a place.
Previously, on the last 199 episodes of Knots Landing, former alcoholic Gary Ewing is reunited with his wife, Valine. They move to Knots Landing, California, and meet their neighbors in their cul-de-sac, Richard and Laura Avery, Kenny and Ginger Ward, and Sid and Karen Fairgate.
I don't think that we should live here.
Sid gives Gary a job at his car dealership, and Gary gets drunk. Karen discovers she's pregnant, doesn't know if she wants to have the baby, decides she does, and, of course, miscarries.
That was fast.
Val's mother, Lily Mae, returns, and Val hates her, then loves her. Ginger throws Kenny out of the house for having an affair. Val throws Gary out of the house for being drunk. Richard goes broke, and Laura pretends she got raped. Sid gets arrested for a different rape, which also didn't happen. And just when he thought it was safe to go back to the cul-de-sac. His sister Abby arrives and decides she wants to sleep with everyone in the neighborhood.
I don't think that we should live here.
Ginger wants a divorce after Kenny sleeps with the woman who shot JR. Richard and Abby get in a jacuzzi. Laura reacts calmly.
You are such a slut.
Ginger finds out she's pregnant, and Gary gets involved with a stolen parts ring. Meanwhile, Val has a malignant growth removed from her colon. Abby and JR have a meeting of the minds, among other things, and gunmen ruin Ginger's baby shower. Sid plunges off a cliff in his car because of Gary. Sid feels better. Karen forgives Gary. Sid has an operation. Lily Mae is arrested for shoplifting. Sid dies. But even Sid's last message can't cheer Karen up.
I walked in, I lifted my hand up in the air. I said, Doc, it hurts when I do this. You don't do that.
Karen fires Abby just to feel better about things.
Great.
Gary and Abby go into business together. Laura has an affair with her boss, but is pregnant with Richard's child. Val writes a book. Gary hates it. Richard holds Laura hostage and shoots himself with an unloaded gun. Abby sleeps with Gary, and sleeps with Gary. Val reacts calmly. Val leaves Gary. Sid is still dead.
I said, Doc, my foot hurts. What do I do for it? He said, limp.
Karen meets Mac McKenzie and wonders what the hell kind of name that is. Gary finds a new singer named C.G. Dunn and wonders what the hell kind of name C.G. is. Val meets Chip Roberts and remembers someone on My Three Sons was named Chip. Richard opens a restaurant with everyone else's money. Gary inherits lots of money, and Abby reacts calmly. Karen's daughter Diana wants Chip. Chip wants C.G. Mac wants Karen. Karen doesn't want Mac.
Karen.
Diana wants Abby's kidney. Abby wants to get out of town. Mac and Karen elope. Val and Gary get divorced. Val tells all. Gary drinks again. Richard wonders why Laura and C.G. are spending nights together half naked.
I thought he'd never leave. Oh, me too.
Gary sleeps with CG. Val pushes CG. Gary finds CG dead and pregnant. Gary gets arrested. Val confesses. Chip Roberts runs off with Diana. Kenny and Ginger do the smart thing and move away.
Well, that's it.
Val meets Ben Gibson and Gary is released. Chip tells Diana he killed CG because he loves Diana. Diana buys this.
You're kidding.
Gary buys a ranch. Abby meets Greg Sumner, candidate for state senator. Diana hates her mother. Lily Mae runs over Chip. Gary kisses Val. Gary marries Abby. Val is confused. Gary meets Kathy, who looks like CG. He is very confused. Chip gets better. Gary takes Kathy to his ranch.
Too bad, both of you.
Gary sleeps with Kathy. Abby sleeps with Greg. Val sleeps with Ben. Greg sleeps with Laura. Chip meets Kathy and falls on a pitchfork. Val finds out Gary made her pregnant. Karen's hooked on pain pills. Gary finds out that Abby hired Kathy. He throws Abby out of the house and feels better about things. Ben goes to El Salvador for some rest. Mac tells Karen that Gary's been murdered. Karen finds out Gary is still alive and gives Mac the heave-ho.
Karen.
Ben comes back walking funny. A cleaning woman shoots Karen. Abby is taken hostage. Sid is still dead. Karen gets better.
Great.
Greg shoots the man who hired the cleaning woman and wins the election. Lily Mae's illegitimate son Joshua sleeps with Kathy. Val has twins but doesn't remember where she left them or who she is.
I know, I can't believe it either.
Joshua becomes a TV star. Karen gets worse. Gary stops Val, who thinks she's Verna, from marrying some guy who owns a dry cleaners. Karen gets better again.
Great.
Greg gives up his Senate seat to run his father's estate. Gary inherits Greg's father's estate. Oops.
Very funny.
Joshua and Kathy marry. Greg and Gary fight a lot over land or something. The doctor who delivered Val's babies shoots himself. Ben punches Joshua. Ava Gardner stops by. Val gets the twins back and names the boy after Bobby Ewing, who was dead that season.
What?
Karen thinks Mac is sleeping with his new assistant, Jill. Joshua beats up Kathy, sleeps with a waitress named Linda, goes crazy, and falls off a parapet.
Are there any nice guys left?
Gary blows up a top-secret something or other that's important for one reason or another.
Who cares?
Greg's half-brother Peter stops by. Gary finds out he's the father of Val's twins. Abby tells Karen that Mac is sleeping with Jill when Karen now knows that Jill is in fact sleeping with Abby's husband, Gary. Ha-ha! Gary tells Abby he wants a divorce. Abby says, fine, give me all your money. Ben sleeps with Kathy. Peter sleeps with Abby. Greg marries Laura.
Laura, Karen.
Mommy.
CG?
Gary. Ben.
Abby and Val and Olivia and Betsy and Bobby and... Have I left anyone out?
Gary tries to become a race car driver but changes his mind. Mac's slut daughter Paige pays a call. Karen gets kidnapped, cuts her hair, and almost burns to death.
Well, that doesn't sound so terrible.
Sid is still dead. Peter and Gary run against each other for the state senate. Greg hides Karen's kidnapper. Peter wins the election. Gary hits Peter with mashed potatoes. Karen's kidnapper gets hit by a car. Gary tells Abby again that he wants a divorce. Paige sleeps with Karen's son, Michael. Peter tries to kill his mother. Gary thinks Jill is sleeping with Peter, but doesn't know that Peter is really Jill's brother, not Greg's.
I just want to know what's going on.
Jill gets pregnant and falls off a cliff. Greg dresses up like Santa Claus.
I want to know what the hell is going on.
Paige sleeps with Peter, who is also still sleeping with Abby.
Oh, my Lord, help me.
Laura gets pregnant. Mac finds out his dead evil ex-lover Anne isn't dead. Abby finds out her daughter Olivia is a coke fiend. Ben is blackmailed into killing Greg.
Why?
Because I'm an idiot, that's why.
Greg turns out to be as dead as Mac's evil ex-lover Anne, who pretends to die again so Mac will talk to her. Ben tries to strangle Lily Mae because he can't stand her accent, then goes south for the winter. Peter gets killed and Abby cleans up after him.
This year's been a bitch, hasn't it?
Paige thinks Greg is her father, so Greg makes out with her to prove otherwise.
Spare me, will you?
The police think Olivia killed Peter, so Abby confesses. Then Paige says she did it, but no one cares anymore. Jill breaks up with Gary. Charles, the first love of Abby's life, returns. Laura has a brain tumor and leaves town to die.
Everything's just gonna be fine. Don't worry about a thing.
she dies. And now, the very special 200th episode of Knots Landing.
Hello?
Gary? Abby. Something incredibly horrible happened.
What could be so incredibly horrible?
I just realized there's no one left in the cast that we haven't slept with. Greg!
Karen, I've got something to tell you.
What?
Well, now that Laura's dead, I feel I can tell you.
Tell me what?
Several years ago, I was in a car wreck and I've had extensive plastic surgery. I am not Greg.
You're...
You got it, baby. I'm Sid.
Next week on Knots Landing, emotions are unleashed like you've never seen them unleashed before.
Fuck! 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 Oh, fuck. Shit. Fuck. Suck. Cock. Fuck!
We're fucking boring.
You're so fucking wrong!
Oh, you asshole.
You better print that.
And you'll see the cast and crew go off the deep end as you've never seen them go off the deep end before.
Because that's what a deposition is all about.
Hi, I'm Abby. Nice tits.
All right, bye.
All on the next exciting episode of Knots Landing.
Oh, can we do it again, please? I just want one more.
I thought there'd be more jokes.